Hey guys, this episode of the Ride Life podcast is brought to you by NightOwlRides.com. If you want premium motorcycle content, go follow his YouTube page at Night Owl Rides, his Instagram at Night Owl Rides, and head over to NightOwlRides.com and get yourself some premium merch, t-shirts, shirts, hats, all kinds of goodies on there. Check them out, NightOwlRides.com.
Welcome back into the Ride Life podcast. Tonight, I'm your host, Brian. We got Jim down there in Rhode Island again. And what's happening, Jim?
Dude, it's snowing again down here. Like, we don't have anything really on the ground, but it's coming again. Our buddy Rhodey's got to be real sad.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow again here tonight. We have enough snow at my house now. I was out on the snowmobile today. And
Nice.
I got to tell you, I was on the snowmobile for probably 20 minutes. And my right hand, middle finger, was so cold, I had to come in. I pushed out and I had to come in.
I went up north yesterday for a little bit, went to the old stomping grounds, saw my old buddy Chuck and Tim, and I ended up crashing at my buddy Randy's house. And I woke up at like 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh, this is the time I wake up. I went outside, it was 0.
Yeah, it was cold last night.
It was probably worse up by you. It was probably negatives.
Yeah, my phone said -7, but I don't know if it actually hit that. But yeah, it was not good.
It was gross. But you're fresh back from your trip to Milwaukee.
Yes, road trip. Yeah, so
Not on the bikes.
What?
Not on a bike.
No, hell no. Jesus Christ. Me and my buddy Bob, we left out Tuesday morning, I think it was. Tuesday morning early. Jumped in the F-150 and headed out. That ride out there we went to Indiana where my buddy Todd lives. We hung out with him, so we didn't have to get a hotel room or anything. But that ride out that way is so much more enjoyable than driving to Daytona or anywhere south for that matter. Going through the city, New Jersey, New York, it sucks. So it was just a nice road trip. We actually went through Poughkeepsie, and on the way there, and I was like, I'm gonna shout out my buddy Brendan, Night Owl Rides, but I didn't because I should have sent him a text, but I just rolled on through. And we got so we gained an hour. Like Indiana, they're an hour behind us, so we got to Todd's house about 8 o'clock at night. It really wasn't a bad ride.
What time did you leave?
I left my house at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And you got there at 8?
Yeah, picked up
that
Bob.
Time, so 9, so 15 hours of driving.
Yeah. Well, minus now. Yeah. It was really 9 o'clock there.
Yeah, so about 15 hours of driving. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good time.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. We stopped once. So my F-150, I got a 36-gallon gas tank. So I can fill up and get almost 500 miles out of a tank. So, drive for a while before we got to fill up.
Which way did you go out?
So we went out Route 80 the whole way.
So you went 80. So where did you pick up 80?
84. So we went out 84 the whole way.
So you went 84. So you went 84 up to Scranton, and then whatever that, I forget what it is that cuts down. It's like 78 or something, and then you pick up 80, and 80 takes you all the way across.
Exactly, yeah. 80 all the way through Pennsylvania. I was like, holy. I got to see some Amish. They were out ice skating, playing hockey during their lunch break.
Nice.
Yep.
So that's the way I go out to the terminal. That brings you pretty much right into Indianapolis.
Yeah, we saw a couple of your company trucks on the road. So.
Oh yeah, they were out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Tuesday night rolled in. Kind of just had a few drinks with Todd. Went to bed. Wednesday we woke up. So Bob and I were like, we're in Indiana. Like, what are we gonna do? Todd says, "Let's go." We jump in his Cadillac. And he brings us to this friggin' place. It's not quite a Walmart. It's not quite a Home Depot. It's uh, it was called Bailey's. It was
I
like
never heard of that one.
it was a liquidation center pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you see, they sell couches, they sell everything from couches to recliners to oil, windshield wipers,
It's like an Ocean
every
State job lot.
yeah, oh yeah, exactly. A
Yeah.
building 19 and a half. Yeah, they have I couldn't believe how much canned fruit they have. Pineapples, fruit cocktail, like holy. But anyways, so like we drive out to Indiana and you bring us here. But it was kind of cool. I got some flap discs for my grinder, like a 2-pack for like I think it was a $2.99. It was like stuff was so cheap, you just had to buy it just to buy something.
It's funny when you go like different places like that and they have all these different stores that they're kind of the same thing as you have here, but they're different names and different companies and you just that's how it is, man. I went into a Ocean State job lot one time and I was like, they had like Timberland socks and I bought like 10 pairs of them because they're so warm and
Yeah,
they're like 100% cotton socks. They're like wicked nice.
that's what Todd says. Like if you see something you really like, it might not be here the next time. So buy it. But so after that little debacle, but inside that place had a really good coffee shop. So I got a nice latte and a bagel sandwich. So that was good.
Nice. Did it have
But
like the real egg or like the
yes,
dunk? It didn't have
no,
like the
it was a
Dunkin',
real egg. I
not the
can't remember the name of the
frozen.
company, but then
Nice.
it got better after that. So we leave there and we go to this Harley dealer called Kirstings, Kerstings, Kirstings. I think it's one of the only family owned Harley Davidsons left in America. They started in 1962, and we were talking to the owner, Jason, and it was just like a great experience being in the dealership, kind of like the old days. You're in there, just looking at stuff. I ended up buying a jacket. They had a museum in the back there. They had a museum, which was really cool. Bunch of stuff. I took a couple of videos. I'll post them up on Instagram. But they had all sorts of old Harleys, new Harleys, old Triumphs, BSAs. They had everything, not just Harleys back there.
Wow.
That old stuff, some cars, just some cool stuff that the dealership has collected over the years. So it was we went in there just to see if they had any new lowrider STs, but they didn't. So I guess from what he says, Harley kind of ships them down to the southern states where the riding states right now, and then the up north states will kind of get them late, little late, a couple weeks later.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I actually, so on the way there, Bob has the Harley Davidson app. Do you have that app
No.
where you can get like points? So if you go to a dealership and you can check in, and
Oh,
you get
okay.
like 100. You get like 100 points. So after you get like 2,000 points, you get $5 off. So you get $5. The more points you get, the more money you can get off Harley merchandise. So that turned into a whole thing because every dealership we saw, we had to go try to check in. So like we're literally driving down the highway. We see a Harley sign, pull up the app, and try to check in as we're driving by it. It worked a few times, but it was
You gotta
pretty
slow.
fun.
You gotta slow way down. I remember there was one. There's a road that goes across northern Indiana. It's like 33 or something like that, and it's straight and it's flat and it's like fields and then like one house and a pond and then like a couple of miles like another house and a couple of miles like another house and then all of a sudden there's just this huge random Harley Davidson sign like there
That's
and
kind
I'm like, there's nobody here.
yeah, that's kind of what this Kirstings was like because that's what the guy said. He's like, my dad or his grandfather, I think it was his dad. His dad started that dealership because there was nothing else around. So he wanted to, build a dealership so we can have bike nights and all that stuff. And it's a pretty cool dealership. They definitely have bike nights. They have a whole training course where you can get your license.
Nice.
And they have all sorts of shit there. It's a cool spot. I would definitely buy a bike from him if I was gonna go buy a brand new bike. That's where I'd be.
Well, yeah, if you were out that way.
Yeah. So, but we'll get back to my Milwaukee story because it gets better. We after that first day because we planned it so Tuesday, Wednesday in the winter. The dealership is the factory's closed, so the factory and the museum are closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So we had to plan it for Thursday.
For Thursday.
Yeah, but we what time is it? We got like 2 minutes. We got a guest popping in for a few minutes. He wants to talk about his brand. He's going to talk about where he's going to be, where I'm going to be, where we're going to meet up, and I don't even know what that's all about. Something about he's going to be at a bike show, and he's going to tell us all about it. But how you been feeling? You been sick like the rest of the world?
Man, I'm lucky. I'm just like it's just a common cold, like nothing serious, but just enough to have like, the runny nose and the like aggravating, like taking decongestants all day long and feeling all
Oh,
weird off of that and
dude,
whatever.
I've
So
I've blown more snot out of my nose than I've ever had before. It's getting ridiculous. Hey, it's
I
not
know.
stopping the Bud Lights though, huh? You still kicking those back?
That's how you get rid of the common cold, alcohol.
Yeah.
That's what I think it just makes you forget that you're sick.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, so we'll wait for him to come on, but then I'll talk about the rest of my Milwaukee trip, some podcasts that I listen to that make me want to just have this be our last podcast ever. They're so professional and make it good, and they have intro music. They have people talking about their podcast.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's like what the. But anyways,
Well, hey, listen, Marcus brought this up last week. He brought up chips. And I started thinking about it because I had mentioned to you chips like the week before, and I'm like I was trying to think like what other TV shows I watched when I was a little kid, and Chips is the only one that I could think of that had motorcycles all the time.
yeah, yeah, they had the
Like,
KZ 1000 KZ police bikes, the Kawasaki KZs they rode.
yeah, that must have been what I mean. That must have been what the Highway Patrol had in California, I would think.
Yeah, well, yeah, see, I know Kawasaki made a bunch of police bikes. I'm sure they were other than California, and then Harley kind of stepped it up into the police game, and then now they got BMWs,
Yeah,
and now in Daytona you can get pulled over by a friggin' mountain bike.
mountain
Like,
bike, horse, motorbike.
yeah, right.
Hey, he just jumped on, man. I'm gonna let him in.
Bring him in,
What's
my
up?
man.
Live from the
What's
garage,
up,
man.
boys?
Here
Yeah.
he is, Brendan from Night Owl Rides, joining us again. What's up, buddy?
What's up? How's it going, boys? Yes,
Oh,
full video this time.
yes, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
we're on the
rolling.
YouTubes now. You know what's up.
Hell yeah. You guys are killing it. How's it going?
It's going. How you
Going
been?
awesome.
How's winter treating you?
Dude, winter's treating me good, except for right now. It's actually like going full blast. I wanted to come out here because we were getting
Oh
blasted.
Jesus!
Yeah.
You're out in the garage in the cold. You're a
Oh, hell
man.
yeah, dude. I know how you guys do.
Right on.
Under the infrared, dude. This is how we do it.
There you go. Is that the propane one?
No, it's just a electric infrared heater. So
Oh,
it does the job, in the
cool.
half hour I can spend out here at night. I do
You,
this.
you gonna give us a little peek of that Dyna? What's going on with the
Oh yeah,
Dyna?
you guys want to see the Dyna? Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
let's see
Hold
it.
on. Let me all right, so this is guys, this is it. I
Look at
got
that
the light looks all jacked up right now because that was me.
thing.
But yeah, I'm messing with everything. I got the slimline head, I got the blinkers going right there, those slim lines. And
Yep.
then I tidied up the backside. So I did the integrated all into one right back
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm working on the edit right now, and I got my 110 that needs to get fixed up. So
Oh yeah. I like that garage.
that's life right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I commented on your picture. I told you to put taller bars. It's like, oh, I hope he doesn't think I'm a dick just saying taller.
I did. I was like, what a dick! How dare you?
Like I was gonna go back and say not that much tall, maybe like 6 inches. Like 6 inch rises is like my
Yeah,
perfect height.
I think you're right. I sat on it today, and I was like, all right, I finally like had the time. I had to clear out all the stuff. Like I'm still clearing out stuff from the holidays. So like,
Oh,
yeah, like I cleared everything out, and I sat on it. And I was like, yeah, they're right. 6
Yeah.
and a half with a pullback that's where it's at.
Right on. Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what's up? You got something big coming up. You're gonna be where?
Yeah, I have something super big. So I'm gonna go in the nice light. First of all, thank you, gentlemen, for having me on.
Anytime.
I am going to be at I'm gonna be at Orlando Harley Davidson on March the 3rd, Performance Hangover Show. But Mercenary Motorcycle Co. is having a photo shoot off. First I've ever heard of this. I don't know how I got roped into this, but they like hit me up and they were like, "You want in?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I didn't even know what it was at first, and then I saw all the people going. Chopsky's gonna be like one of the judges. I'm like, "Yo, this is
really?
it." It's during Bike Week. I'm like, "Yo, this is like fire," and I've never heard of anything like this. So I'm very excited. I'm humbled. I'm honored. Like, I was like, I don't even. Do they know who I am? Like, I shouldn't.
Well, they're gonna know.
But I'm fucking like, yeah, let's go. So I talked to my wife, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm shooting down for 2 nights, I think. I'm gonna go do 2 nights, and so I'm gonna try to do a little Daytona. I'm gonna do the night there, like full day at the dealership, and then I'm gonna do hopefully a night in Daytona, just like shoot photos, just do anything I can to get like media content and like
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, I'm fired up, dude.
Yeah, hey, if you need a place to stay, we got open room. We got plenty of room if you need a place to stay.
I will definitely hit you guys up. Yes. don't tempt me because I will come in there and I'll go crazy.
So, wait, I'm confused. So, a photo shoot off? Like, so what are you gonna be shooting? Bikes?
Exactly. So this is why it's like crazy because I was like, I said the same thing. I was like, what are we actually doing? And so they broke out a criteria. They're actually very well organized with this, and it's going to be the day of event. It's you shoot during there at the event. You have to do a landscape of the whole event. You have to do a portrait of I would guess somebody there, which I'm going to hopefully grab a rider, but I don't have relationships that well yet. So it's like, that's kind of cool because you got to meet people. You got to network, do your thing. And then you have to do action shots. So we get pit passes, which I'm like so fired up on. I don't know what stunt crew is going to be there for that day, but it's a stunt crew and you just got to get action shots. So I'm like, shit, I got to get like better lenses. I got, I'm like, I'm racking my brain for like, what do I got to do? What's my checklist for this? So so much going on, but I'm just honored and stoked and like, can't wait to like get down there, see you guys, meet other people. Like, like it's cool for the industry. It's cool for everybody.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because I know the stunt show, so they've been recruiting stunt riders. So I don't think it's going to actually be like East Coast or something, but they're recruiting riders. If Chopsky's going to be there, Seabear might be there. So I know CJ Barnum's going to be there. He's been talking about it.
If that's the case, like I'm like, holy shit, like like I just don't want to like build it up in my head too much, and it's like, honestly, I'm honored to be there, but yeah, if like those names are there, I'm like, my brain's already going crazy.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, you can always shoot me in the FXR.
If I'm gonna shoot you in the FXR. That's done.
Yeah,
that's in the can.
I've been watching everything Daytona related because I just love it.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen anything about this photo shoot. So then when you text me, I was like, oh shit, is he going to be in Daytona?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's what, like, for me, I'm like, is this thing real? And now we signed not contracts, but like we had to sign waivers because we're going to be in the pit. And then we got to, like give our dues into it. And I was like, this is real. I'm booking a flight. I'm like, ready. So either way, I'm going down.
Yeah. that was my next question. How you getting? You gonna drive or fly?
I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see my uncle. So I was checking out Eagle Rider. I don't even think I can like get a bike for
rent the bike. Yeah.
I'm bummed because I want to get like as much content as I can, but I don't think I can even get bike content, which sucks. But whatever. I'm so fired up that I don't even really care.
So you could ride in the back of the FXR and get some nice.
I will definitely. I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it.
That's awesome. I'm so pumped for you because it's gonna bring the Night Owl name out there, man.
Dude, thank you. And like that's exactly what I told my wife, and she was like, "Yeah, you're right. Like this is a big opportunity." And shout out to the guys at like Mercenary Motor Co. Like they were just like, "Hey, cool photos. are you in? And that was it. You know, it was like really cool. It was on Instagram. It was like very low key, but
Yep.
I was like, I'm fucking honored that you'd even ask me. Yeah, hell yeah, let's go. Like, so
Heck yeah.
I'm going to take the opportunity. It was just on a whim, you know, we just happened to be going back and forth at the right time, you know, so
Yeah.
it's not like anything other than right place, right time. And
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Yeah. Orlando Harley's a pretty cool place too. There's some pretty cool spots to take photos.
yeah.
So, yeah. So this is, I think, one, two, maybe the fourth year they've had this hangover show.
Okay.
And at the beginning, they had it at a Space Coast Holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then something happened with that venue. So they changed it to Orlando last year.
Okay.
And so this is the second year they're having it at Orlando, which is pretty cool.
Okay. Very cool.
So
That's super cool. I
when
mean,
he,
that whole Orlando scene is sick. So
yeah,
like, I can't wait to
yeah,
see who's around. They have Ace Cafe there. They have like, you know, like Blockhead Crew. Like there's like
yeah,
so many people in that area that I'm like, yeah, I'm fired up on just being around what's going to go on.
oh yeah,
I can only imagine what's going to happen.
hell yeah. When are you flying in?
So I'm looking at flights tonight with my wife. So I think I'm going to do Sunday night, try to get dinner with my uncle, and then go do Monday, just do the full day at the show. And if
Yeah,
I can stay into Tuesday, I will. But if, you know, like work stuff, whatever.
yeah.
So
I was gonna say if you came in Sunday morning, they have another big show at Bruce Ross. No, it's not Bruce Ross. No, Teddy Morse's Harley Davidson
okay.
put on by Proper Baggers.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's Sunday. So if you got in early,
Oh,
come
I'm in.
come grab you and fucking hit the show with that show too.
You might have a big burly dude on the back of your bike.
No, I send you on Todd's bike. He's got the Ultra.
Okay,
You get the
sounds good.
backrest. You don't even have to touch him.
I like to get up close and personal, man. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah. Photographer, man.
Jim. What are you doing, dude? Are you going down?
I'm not going this year. I'm
Okay.
supposed to be going to Vegas that week. Well, till the second.
Yeah.
I think it's a Sunday, so we'll see.
Are you doing the one show over there?
I am going out for a pool tournament.
Oh, sick,
So
dude.
yeah,
Sick.
my 10-ball team won the state tournament for Rhode Island, so it's a free flight, it's a free hotel, and spending money. So that's what I'm doing. I don't have the time.
Yeah,
I don't have the time off, so I still gotta work that part of it out. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm
I
going
hear
to
that.
PTO, but I'll be in Daytona in 26 for sure.
Okay, sick.
26
Yeah.
Daytona. So I got I'm a little quiet when you guys are talking about Daytona because I definitely, for as long as Brian's been going for almost 20 years, if not 20 years. I really haven't felt like, oh, I really want to go to Daytona. And this is like the first year I really want to go. And I just can't make it work taking, a full week off of work. So
Yeah.
Have you ever been, Brendan?
Yeah. You want to know how the first time I went was?
Uh-oh.
I went in college. I was like, I don't know. It was like 2021. It was like my senior year. And I had just gotten a bike. I had known nothing about Daytona. And I was dating this girl, which we did not work out. And go to like Disney World, and I was like, that's so fucking lame. And so I was like, yo, let's just ride to Daytona, let's hang out. And I had no idea the bike week was going on, and I was like, this is sick, and like crazy. I went nuts, and like I had a blast. But
yeah,
we didn't work out.
I remember I booked a trip to Myrtle Beach with an ex-girlfriend one time, not knowing it was bike week. We got down there, and it was bike week. I'm like, this is the best week ever. So yeah.
also didn't work out.
Also didn't work out.
That's how you meet your ladies.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
My wife is actually pissed. She's like, because I was like, oh, we'll make it a family weekend, and then when we got like the flight, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go solo. That's like, it was like $3,000 to do a family trip, and I was like, yeah,
really?
No, I'm gonna do it for like under $1,000 for just meeting.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So you're gonna have some merchandise, some Night Owl merch.
I'm gonna try. That's the only issue is like trying to get it all printed and sent to me on time. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely have stickers. I'm definitely gonna have a couple of things that I have here. I have a couple t-shirts that I have left over, a couple larges. So I'm gonna try to get like a good like medium and large for tees and just try to.
There you go. What size hoodie are you?
I am my hoodie. I'm large. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have some Ride Life podcast hoodies and T-shirts. So I'll bring you one.
Yeah, dude. You got a fancy hoodie on right now, dude. What kind of hoodie you rocking, dude?
Oh, it's Night Owl Rides. It's my go-to hoodie right now.
Dude, I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. So, all right, man. Well,
Yeah.
we'll let you go. I know you just wanted to jump on real quick, but I'm excited that you're coming to Daytona now. And
I'm fired up. I appreciate you gentlemen so much. Thank you guys for I just want to say a huge shout out to Ride Life Podcast for just being so supportive of me, of the brand, of trying to get things off the ground. You guys are just like the best. Like we talk about things, we collaborate, we just do things, and you guys are like on my behalf already just tagging me and posting me and things. So I just want to shout at you guys as being like,
No, we appreciate you, man.
yeah,
it's 100%.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it's a great thing. So peace. Enjoy the rest of this podcast, and thank you guys for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right, see you, bud.
All right, see you, bud.
See ya.
Yeah. All right, that was Brendan from Night Owl Rides. Yeah, I like it when he comes on, hops us up, gets us all excited, brings an energy.
Yeah, no, that was cool. And I didn't realize he was going down to do that. Obviously, you knew something was up.
He literally just texted me like an hour ago talking about it. So I was like, yeah, come on. You want to jump on the podcast? Let's talk about it. Because I didn't know what he was really talking about. I like a photo shoot. I'm like, wait, like, tell me on the podcast. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So,
I hope
what's
he
up?
hung
Is
up the right way.
Oh yeah, I still got his B. He's still there. No, he's
Yeah.
gone. He's there, but he's not. Why? How are you supposed to
Exactly.
hang up? How are you supposed to?
Well,
hang up?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Oh, all right.
There
There
it
it is.
goes. All right, there it
Cool.
goes. Yeah. So, just real quick, like I was trying to think of we'll jump back into your Milwaukee in a second, but like TV shows like Chips, like I love Chips, and I can't think for one, but I will tell you that remember he brought up the Supercross, Supercross was on all the time back then.
Yeah.
Supercross and motocross, I watched a ton of that.
Oh, I still watch Supercross to this day. You don't?
No, I do. It's a little bit harder. Like if it's on live, late on Saturdays usually, or it's on a little bit of a tape delay, except for the main events, and then sometimes they replay it on Sunday mornings.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
I don't watch it all the time because there's just shit going on.
Yeah, Peacock. You can get it on Peacock now. I watched last night's that they were in Glendale, Arizona last night. Watched that. Jet Lawrence. I don't know. I hope he didn't hurt his leg that bad or his knee or something. But he went off the track, so he's getting some MRIs done today. But oh yeah, I still love watching Supercross. I'm actually going to go to the Supercross in Daytona. So that first Saturday night, Supercross will be in Daytona. So I'll be going there.
Oh yeah, did you go last year?
Not last year. I went the year before.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were going to try to go to it last year too, and I couldn't remember if you made it or not.
Yeah, I always try to go, but yeah, last year I think something happened where I couldn't make it. But yeah, Supercross in Daytona is a good time.
All right, man. So take us back. Wednesday morning, you're done buying your grinding discs at the 5-cent store, and you got your coffee and your bagel sandwich.
Yeah, and we go. Yeah, so then we go over to the Kirstings, talk to him. That was a great dealership out in the middle of friggin' nowhere, dude. Indiana is so flat, like compared to here, it's ridiculous. It's totally different. So and we do that, and then what the hell we do after that? I think we just cruise home. We go out, grab some dinner, come home, and then Thursday morning we wake up early, heading out to Milwaukee. So the first thing we do is we go to the factory, like the powertrain factory.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And we do they call it the Steel Toe Factory Tour. $50, which, I don't think it was worth $50 because you kind of walk around.
It's Harley Davidson. It's a $5 tour everywhere else, but
yeah, exactly. So you go in there, you watch a little video, then you walk through the factory and see how they powder coat stuff, how they machine stuff. They got there's robots everywhere. Like nobody touches anything. It's all robotic. It's pretty freaking cool. But it's so like caged off. You can't really see anything. You can kind of see the finished product, but there's just robots going everywhere, and the place is gigantic. I think they said we walked like a mile and a half during the tour. So, and we got a nice vest and a pin out of it. and some safety glasses too. So,
Oh well, yeah.
yeah, you got to wear safety glasses, a vest, and hearing protection.
Now, how close do you get to everything?
Well, like right up on it, right? But so it's the powertrain factory. So they do the heads, they do the outer primary transmissions, all that stuff. So you get to see it from a piece of aluminum all the way up to the finished product, which is pretty cool because they do all the machining, they do all the powder coating, they do everything there, assembly. So they send it off to Pennsylvania to do final assembly.
Oh, okay.
So they'll send the motor and the transmission to Pennsylvania to get put into their frames and everything else in Pennsylvania. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So that right now that they're doing the Milwaukee 8, and I did learn some stuff about. So you know how like back when we were younger, people used to say like Harley Davidson, they patented the sound of the exhaust sound.
Yep.
Well, you can't patent a sound. So what it is actually the way the connecting rods are one. So instead of having separate connecting rods, they're tied into one pin, and so like I'm not doing a great job explaining this, but the pistons go up at the same time. So to get that potato, potato, potato sound, that's how she explained it to me. That's how I'm explaining it to you. So, but it was
Potato,
pretty cool.
potato.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool to actually see, all those parts. You could hold them and stuff, and they showed you all the cams and everything. It was cool, but not $50 worth of cool.
Yeah.
So, and what else about that place? Yeah, that was about it. So the factory is probably 15 minutes from the museum.
Okay.
So we did the factory tour at 10:15 in the morning. We were out of there by 12:30 ish. We went straight over to where the museum is, and we had lunch at the Road Motor. I think it's the Motor Road Cafe. Yeah, something. But pretty good food, reasonably priced. Yeah, I got the Willie G minis, some sliders, hamburger
Oh, okay.
sliders.
Were their skulls stamped in the bun?
Yeah, right. That would have been cool. All right, so so we're in there. We're at Harley Davidson, and the museum's right next door, and like behind us were these guys. They were friggin' like just acting like a bunch of friggin' a-holes. And I look at Todd, I'm like, I didn't realize they let Indian riders in here and eat. Like what the frig? But it was good. And then we went over to the. How much do you think it cost to get into the actual museum?
40?
Yeah, $25,
Oh, okay.
which wasn't bad. So $25 to get into the actual museum. There was like it's a Thursday afternoon. There's nobody there, so we got the whole place to ourselves pretty much. It was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool. Because like when you go and you really are interested in something, you want to be able to walk around and see what you want to see and not fight crowds and people and stuff.
yeah. Like I could read every plaque, every history thing without someone over my shoulder waiting to get in there, and so it was pretty cool. They had every bike from 1903, obviously, to they had some new ones. They just had, I think, they had some FXR. They had one FXRP. They had Pan Ams. They had everything in between you could think of. It was pretty cool. They have. Have you ever heard of the tank wall they have? So it's a wall.
I don't know that much about the museum, but I know I've heard of it either from you or from when we were talking to Edwin. Like it's pretty much a wall of like all the tanks, right? Like the paint jobs throughout the
Yep.
years.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. So I took some pictures of that, and so you walk in there and you see the first bike is like 1905, 1906. I'm like, well, where the hell's the first bike? I figured, the museum's got the first bike they ever made. But then you go over and there's this bike in this big glass case, black Harley. So it was a 1903, but they're not even sure of what year it actually is, because supposedly the frame is like in 1905, but the motor is in 1903 or something along those lines. Don't quote me on that. It's something like, so they the number one, the first Harley they ever made, the Davidsons, is really, it's not, nobody even knows where it is. It's so,
It's
but it was still pretty
probably in
cool.
pieces.
Yeah,
Well, because they were building them and then they were racing them too. So they
yeah.
were like dirt racing them out in the mud and stuff like that. Like they were probably taken apart. They weren't thinking like, oh, this is history. We got to save this. And it
Oh yeah. They
probably
were.
got taken apart and put back together and different things and
Yeah,
throughout the
exactly.
years. There's a good thing on it on it's A&E or Discovery Channel, and it's like kind of their story, like how they came together and started the factory and the struggles that they went through and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's so much history there about it. It was really cool. It was, if you haven't been, it's definitely worth. If you're a Harley Davidson enthusiast and like bikes and like that history shit, then that's the place to be, because there was so much stuff that I didn't even. I learned a bunch of stuff and got to see all the bikes. I mean, those 1909, 1915 bikes, they don't really, they don't really do it for me. I wouldn't spend 80 grand on them, but they're cool to see.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Do you know what year did they come out with the V Twin? Do you know what year they came out with the V Twin? It's a lot earlier than I thought. So they came out in 1903. You would think it
Oh,
would
okay.
take them. You would think it would take them a long time to have the V Twin, but 1909 is the first V Twin.
For some reason, I was thinking the 30s. I don't know why
Yeah,
I had the 30s in my head, but that's what I was thinking.
I would think that too, right? But I guess so. That was kind of surprising.
I learned something too. They sent 20,000 Harley Davidson motorcycles to World War II.
Yep.
That to me is like a
That,
huge number.
dude, like it. I was in the like I was thinking that same thing. I was in the factory, and there was just pallets upon pallets upon pallets of cylinder heads. I'm like, how many bikes? Like, who's buying all these bikes? Like, I know they're shipping them worldwide and all, but like, it just seems like there's so many parts.
Yeah,
It's
and you're talking like
unbelievable.
you're talking like the 40s that they were mass producing 20,000 motorcycles
Yeah,
to
that's
send. I think
impressive.
they all went to Europe. I don't think anything went to Japan, but I think because they weren't going to ship them to the islands, but I think they were in Europe and stuff. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah, that's
huge
pretty
number
impressive.
in my head. You know.
I mean, 20,000 back. Yeah, back then, like you said, it's.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they got into the army bikes. They sent them over to the military and stuff like that. So that was huge for them. And then people came back from the war wanting Harley Davidson, and the rest
So
is history.
is there like one thing, right? So say somebody was going there and they're going to the museum and they're like, it's going to be super crowded, but you got to go and see this one thing. What do you think it would be for you?
Probably the wall full of tanks, because that is really, it breaks down each color, what the color is and what it came off of, and it's just, they had an anniversary tank there, but it wasn't the gunmetal pearl; it was the black and silver.
Which isn't
And
bad, but it's
uh,
the gunmetal pearl's better.
I agree. I was hoping to see gunmetal pearl, but yeah, but that it's two levels down. The bottom level they got some Mama Tried stuff, because the Mama Tried show is actually coming up February 22nd or 26th, I think. Have you ever heard of that show, the Mama Tried?
No, I don't know that one.
No, so they have that in Milwaukee. It's flat track racing, flat out Friday they call it, flat track racing, and there's a big chopper show. So they had some of the bikes from prior years in there, built by Bare Knuckle Paul, Kevin Bass, and they had a Danger Dan bike in there, who's like the king of podcasts for motorcycles. Um, yeah, it was pretty cool. It's like I said, it was a great thing to do during the winter when I couldn't ride. Drive
Yeah.
out there, hang out with Todd. Got to see RJ. RJ, so RJ's a freaking character. So this guy, he's got the worst luck ever. I mean, so a couple years ago, he drives a garbage truck in Chicago, which is, that's insane as it is. So he's coming home from work late at night. He falls asleep at the coming off the highway. He like falls asleep and rear ends the car in front of him, right? So he's like, holy shit. So he gets out, making sure the guy in front of him is all right. He looks back and he notices there's a couple dudes rummaging through his truck, like, stealing shit out of his truck. So he runs over back to his truck. He's like, what the hell are you doing? So the guy whips out a gun. RJ starts running. The guy shoots him in the ass and
Jesus
just leaves him there.
Christ.
Yeah, so RJ drops to the ground. He just got shot in the ass. They leave him there, and he like wakes up in a hospital somewhere, and friggin' he was
and still was liable for rear-ended somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Poor guy gets in an accident, gets robbed, and gets shot. Welcome to Chicago.
No, hey, listen, it's everywhere, man. And I get messages all the time like, do not park in certain places. Like if you park in Atlanta, they will legitimately steal your load right off.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, especially anything they can grab, like shingles, anything like that.
Oh yeah, with the flatbed.
Gone.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
gone.
I could see that. Shit.
Texas, I guess, is bad for it too.
So how's work going for you?
It's slow, it is what it is, man. It's winter. It's slow. I want to drive. I want to make money, and it is what it is. It's building supplies in the middle of winter,
Well, hey, you got to be saving up right now. You're saving up money for parts because you're going to be buying motorcycle parts in the spring.
Well, I got to be making it to save it. That's the problem.
All right. But
that's why that's why I was talking about the Vegas trip. Like I got to take 3 days unpaid to go to Vegas. So yeah, even though the whole trip is paid for and I got money out there, it's sketch, man.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with you on that one.
No shit. I applied for that job. I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, you did? Cool. So riding back. So now, after spending a few days out with Todd out in Chicago area, heading back, and I'm like, just like, so no radio stations come in there. So I'm trying to find, I'm listening to podcasts. I love listening to podcasts. So I've heard about this podcast before. 5 Dirty Bikers podcast, right? You ever heard of them?
No.
So I think I just through Instagram I've seen people that have talked about them, and I've never tried them. So I gave them a shot. Pretty good. They're like professional. They sound great. They have good topics. They have an intro. They have sponsors. Everything we don't have, they have.
So what are you saying?
No. So it's funny, but I was thinking like 5 of them. So there's 5 of them, obviously 5 Dirty Bikers, and they're all in different parts of the country. So I think the one girl, she's in South Dakota. There's a guy in Florida. And then it's kind of hard because I probably listened to 3 or 4 episodes. It was kind of hard to kind of figure out where they were from, but it was pretty good. One of the guys had an FXR or has an FXR. She was talking about that. They were just talking about some good stuff. So it was interesting to hear another podcast that they were really put together well. And so it gives us something to strive for. At first I was like, going to come on here and be like, Jim, this is our last podcast. We suck. We're done. Fucking all you do is look at your phone the whole time we're on the podcast, and I can't even look at you. Fuck.
I'm looking up the 5 Dirty Bikers. I put it in my follows.
Jesus. All right.
If I don't do stuff right away, I forget. I'm old, man.
All right.
I'm old. But listen, yeah, no, for sure. Like, and I was thinking about this kind of like we talked a lot about like what we want to accomplish this year. And, refining the podcast, like we're growing our circle of people, our guests, having Brendan on like that for like 20 minutes is cool, man. That's a guy that we connected with, through going to events and things like that. And we're only going to continue to grow.
Yeah. I know. I figured we'd give you guys a week off. We didn't have any guests lined up for this week, but we're probably going to have one for next week. So we'll have another guest on here and talk about some bike stuff. Maybe they're doing something interesting. So,
Yeah, I mean it's a grind this time of year. It's winter. I did get a few things sent to me today. So people are starting to make the plans, man. It's February now. February's a short month and March is right around the corner. It can be 75 in March for sure. It can also
Yeah.
be 40 in snow, but it's coming. And people are putting out like the blessings of the bikes and things like that, like all starting to get scheduled out. So um I don't really want to go into it this week. We could talk about it another week, but I still don't think like here we just have a bike scene like they do in places where they can ride throughout the year, you know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, the bike scene here it's good in the summer, and for the short time we have of riding, there's a lot of events and
Yeah.
stuff. So, but yeah, California, like just watching the Thrash and Supply guys on the video, they're riding all year round and doing shit. So, yeah, the bike
Yeah.
scene here yeah, I think it's pretty good though. What do you think? Like New York?
I I think it's good for like we make the most of it like in the
Oh,
short period of time that we have. Yeah.
yeah.
But like
But
down there, like it's really like in Southern California, it's just a way of life, man. It's shit every day, all year, every day.
yeah, I mean, I don't even mind because to have the winter months to work on the bikes, do shit. That's kind of like I kind of look forward to. Like I've talked about that before. I look forward to the winter months when I can work on the bike and get them ready for the next season. So it's like out there, there's no downtime. It's just all riding season. I know in Florida, like this is their riding season right now because it's so goddamn hot in the summer. They can't even ride.
How you make it work?
Yeah, yeah. But
Give
all
me
right.
Florida. Give me Florida summer over New England winter any day.
Oh, you say that, but it's fucking hot, dude.
I've been there in July. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. There's always that big a debate. Would you want to be hot? Or would you want to be cold? Yeah, I don't know. But what time? We're like 45 minutes in. I think it's time to have a little segment here, Jim.
Oh
See if you
shit.
learned anything. Fucking
Probably not.
does
I
Jim
probably didn't
know?
learn anything.
Does Jim know segment? Here we go.
Hold on, let me
Since
get
I
my
was
Google ready.
yeah, since I just was at the museum and the factory, I feel like I know so much stuff over you right now. But all right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 questions for you tonight. One of them is Sons of Anarchy related, which could be good or bad.
Yeah, I watched it
And
once, so
yeah, so you're not going to get that one.
I'm not gonna remember. I don't even remember half the characters' names.
All right, so yeah, you're definitely not going to get that one. All right, first question for Does Jim Know on February 2nd, 26 days till I leave to Daytona. Yeah. All right.
Coming.
What does CVO stand for?
Oh, I always forget the C, but I believe it's Custom Vehicle Operations.
Holy Jesus! Right out of the bat, he gets one away.
Yeah, I always
Oh,
forget
yes.
the C, like because it used to be this, it used to be the Screaming Eagle,
Yeah.
and vehicle operations I always get, but I don't know what else C would stand for, but I always hesitate on custom.
Yeah. Custom vehicle operations. In it, you're not going to know. When did it start? You're not going to know that. Started in.
Like, I mean, are you lumping in Screaming Eagle or are you?
No, the first CVO, the first bike they actually
Oh,
called a CVO.
oh
It's one of my
nine,
favorite bikes.
oh nine.
No, 1999
Oh, okay.
with the FXR2.
But they were still making Screaming Eagle back then, though, weren't they?
Maybe.
I
I think
feel
so.
like I feel like I remember seeing like early 2000s like Screaming Eagle, whatever.
Road glides. Remember that Screaming Eagle road glide that was like a gold and black, and it looked like like it wasn't flames, but it was like a
Like a
scattered
wing.
pattern.
I remember one with like a wing on it, but that might have been a Road King. But
Yeah,
I think that was a CVO.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just know the questions. I don't know. If you start asking me more facts. I start sounding like you. All right. So I know you're a big Sportster fan. So what year did the Sportster come out?
72.
72. Ooh, that was way off. 1957.
Wow.
Harley came
Yeah.
out with the Sportster to compete with the British bikes because the British bikes were all small and you can get around traffic, and they wanted to compete with them, so they brought out the Sportster.
What were they putting in? What were they running for engines in them then? It wasn't the
Uh,
same engine as everything else, right?
no, it was like just a V twin. not sure what the early Sportsters are when they came out with the Evo. Or was it, the Evo Sportster ran forever, so I think it was just the V twin. Oh, like the Ironhead, but it was before that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So yeah, I'm not a Sportster fan. So all right, well, you're 1 for 1, not bad. And if you don't, if you do not get this next question, the podcast is over. I mean, you're not even worthy of being on the podcast with me if you don't get this damn question. Where did Harley Davidson start?
I gotta say Milwaukee.
Oh, fucking Christ, Jesus, yes.
I felt like a trick question. It felt like a trick question.
Shit, is he gonna get this wrong?
But I really didn't think it was in Milwaukee though. Like I thought it was like a smaller town in Wisconsin.
I mean, no, because their first factory was on Juneau Street in Milwaukee.
So maybe I'm wondering if like when they first started, like it was them in their house in like a, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know where the shed. I actually got my picture taken in front of the shed. It was a reproduction shed, but it was like the actual size of the shed that they started in. So yeah. Well, are you looking that shit up now?
I'm gonna look it up after. I just got to remember to put it on there.
Oh yeah. All right. So here's your final question. I know you're definitely not going to get this one. Sons of Anarchy, right? So on the show they always got Sam Crow on their vest. Always talk about Sam Crow. Do you know what that means? Do you know what Sam Crow stands for? So it's
I don't, but was it like the founding member or something?
Oh no, it's pretty basic. It's Sons of Anarchy Motorcycle Club Redwood Original. You never would have got that.
No, not in 100 years.
Who was the main star of Sons of Anarchy?
What was his name? I could picture him as clear as day. Was it Charlie?
Charlie Hunnam, but what was his name on fucking Sons?
Oh, that's his actor's name? I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, that's his real name.
That's his real name.
Yeah. Yeah, I
don't know.
All right, so you got 2 for 2. Not bad. Not bad tonight, Jim.
No. And it does actually say, just by the way, I looked this up real quick. It does the factory was built in 1906 on Chestnut Street, but the first bike they were actually building it. They lived in Milwaukee at the time.
Yep. Oh, good. Good. So that's I thought that, but then like you said that, and you're like maybe second guess myself.
Yeah, they were built in the backyard shed, but it was
in Milwaukee.
It was in Milwaukee. Yeah, I for some reason I thought it was like some small little town, but then again, it was the early 1900s. Milwaukee probably wasn't real big.
Yeah, Milwaukee's a pretty cool town, city right now. So I've seen Lake Erie because you see it when you're in Cleveland, Ohio. You kind of drive right by it. But I've never seen Lake Michigan, so I got to see that. It's like going to the fucking Hampton Beach. It's no different. It looks like an ocean.
It's crazy. Yeah, well, because when you go by that part of Lake Erie, there's like all like the yacht club and the marina and like I didn't see any like beach stuff there, but it's huge.
They say like Lake Superior, the amount of shipwrecks in Lake Superior is like there's a bunch of them, so it's crazy.
Great Lakes. You just think of a lake and you're like, how could that happen?
Yeah, well, because we live up in New England. Our lakes are, we got Lake Winnipesaukee, which you can see across, and it's not that big. And I mean, it's big, but not like those lakes.
No, the closest thing is Lake Champlain.
Yeah, Lake Champlain. They used to say that's the 6th Great Lake. Can you name all 5 Great Lakes? This is really not motorcycle related, but
so is it? It's Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and I'm gonna forget one. Erie, Michigan, Superior, Huron. Is it Ontario?
Yep, Lake Ontario.
Yeah,
yep, you're
Ontario,
right.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah. So, like I was telling Brendan, we are gonna have some Ride Life podcast hoodies and T-shirts. I'll bring some down to Daytona, but also these stickers. I just got a bunch of these stickers made up, and I will have some down in Daytona. So if you see me in Daytona, hit me up. I'll give you a couple stickers, whatever.
Yeah, can you zoom in on the sticker? Can you zoom in?
Oh boy, you're gonna have to make me move my microphone. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll take it right off. Oh no, I'm moving. 30.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
Fits on there nice too.
So yeah, so some stickers, some swag, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever.
It's coming,
But
man. Daytona's going to be here. By the time you get back from Daytona, there will be weather that we don't mind riding in.
oh, for sure. Like every year when I get back from Daytona, I feel like I bring the warmth back up with me. So
Yeah, it definitely changes. Like March can be harsh for sure.
yeah,
But it's coming, and then it's just happy times, man, till October. Then
yeah.
it gets sad.
So I know you've been following this real closely. So the FXR Tour just announced their their FXR builders for next year's Born Free Texas. So I know you don't follow along with that. I was just kidding.
I got some of the stuff on there, but I didn't see that one.
But we got
I
another.
seen your buddy Chris has been getting a lot of love on there lately.
Oh yeah, he built some badass FXRs. That kid. He's got some cool. He's got a bunch of FXRs. So, but anyways, there's another Massachusetts kid, world class dirtbag on Instagram. He will be an FXR tour builder this year, so I'm excited to see what he puts out. And I, I'm gonna try to go to Born Free Texas this year, just because I want to see all the FXRs and just be at a Born Free. I remember when the Born Frees came out. Like, I think the one in California, I think, is up to Born Free 16 or 17 by now. But I remember when Born Free came out, it was just this little tiny show. Nobody talked about it, and then all of a sudden, Harley Davidson started backing it, and it just became the place to be. Be pretty cool.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff popping up here too. We already talked about all the stuff that's coming up in New York, but I think there's gonna be more stuff in New England this year. More
For bike
events.
shows?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
more events, more shows, more whatever, called gatherings or whatever. Coming up. I know Rolling Throttle's been putting out all the stuff on what they got going on, Mob in the Mountains. That's right in the middle of Laconia.
I know. That's like the Mob in the Mountains. I want to go so bad, but like I told, because Rody texted me, he's going. And I was like, I got people coming in from Laconia to hang out here. We got the huge we got the Ride Life the Ride Life podcast barbecue happening during Bike Week. So I'm just
When is that?
announcing
What
that right.
weekend is that?
That will be, I don't know, when should we have it? It's going to be at my house.
Well, it's not going to be at mine.
Yeah.
I'm
So
probably not. I'm probably not. Honestly, I'm probably not doing a big deal for Laconia this year. I'm coming up, but I'm probably not going to come up really in the middle of the week and stuff like that.
No, we'll
this
just
year.
come up for Thursday, Friday, maybe or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Ride up after work, spend the weekend.
Yeah, because the first Sunday is Father's Day, so we won't really have a barbecue then. So yeah, we'll have the barbecue maybe the second Saturday or something.
Yeah,
Saturday.
and it's because it's a little bit late, and I was looking at Americade, and Americade's early. Americade's the end of May.
Really? Yeah. Oh, really? So
Americade is Memorial Day weekend, I think.
Shit. So we got so it's not overlapping like it usually does.
It's usually the week before, so usually they roll out of Americade and go to Laconia, and it's not this year.
Huh? Yeah. So yeah, we're going to Americade. I think Brendan's going to be at Americade with us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But Laconia, like I said, it's always been just kind of something to do for me because it's right next to me. But I never got excited for Laconia.
Yeah, I mean, we always say oh, we'll take a ride through downtown, and then it comes, and we're kind of yeah, whatever. And it's just, it is what it is.
Especially now, there's no vendors, no big builders come, nothing, nobody.
It's not the same. So Americade is actually starts the day because Memorial Day is the last Sunday in May. So it's May 27th to May 31st, and May 27th is a Tuesday.
Oh.
So it doesn't even go till Sunday, dude.
It goes from Saturday. Tuesday to Friday?
Tuesday to Saturday.
Shit. Well, we'll have to start figuring out when we're going to go.
Yeah, we'll kind of...
Are you going to be able to get time off for that and Laconia?
I got to be honest with you. Now I'm looking at the dates. I don't get time off till June 3rd. So I may just say fuck it. I may just go like I'll like work like a half a day on Friday or something, ride out Friday. I don't care that much like for like, oh, I got to go to the Americade rally. I just really want to go for being up there and riding out there and going through the Adirondacks, and we can do that on Sunday after Americade's over. We can do it on Saturday too. I don't
Yeah,
think the rally itself is anything that we have to get like super excited about.
no. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Then yeah, it could be just a weekend thing for us then. Fine by
Yeah,
me.
that was my original plan, was to go like, because I thought it always ended on Sunday. So I figured like we'd go out on a Friday morning and come back on Sunday, and I think that's probably more than enough for that.
Yep. Oh shit! Well, this episode I really wanted to talk about a shop layout and what people have in their garages and what special tools and if you need a lift or not and what lighting you got. But I think I have to save that for the next episode, Jim. So,
Well, we saw that Brendan's got the infrared heater. That's important.
oh
Having some type of heat in your garage is important.
fuck yeah! That Mister Heater I got, that thing's a game changer. I actually got to go get some. I got to work on the FXR a little bit before Daytona. So I got this idea in my head where I'm going to delete all my like the switches on the handlebars, clean it up a
Okay.
little bit. So hopefully the FXR is coming to Daytona. I don't screw something up and it doesn't ever start again.
Maybe
Yeah.
wait. I don't know. Listen, this is what we got to do. It's a little bit cold out right now, so I don't know what your heat situation is in there, but you probably need to do at least one episode from the garage so we can kind of get like the live Ride Life podcast walk around your garage.
Well, I was thinking that like I'm definitely going to do during the summer. I'm going to do all my podcasts from the garage.
And we said we were going to do it last year. We probably should do one live from Laconia
Yep.
because
Oh yeah,
now we
we'll
know
do
how to
that.
do it.
Well, live, or we can just do it together. Like you'll be in my studio right here.
That's what I mean. Like during the week, like together, like
Oh, for sure. Yep.
yeah. I don't mean live. I don't mean like a live stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just mean like together while we're there, because we ended up not doing it last year.
All right.
So listen, man, that's all I got.
Well, you had a lot tonight. That was pretty big of you.
Yeah.
Nice work out of you tonight.
It's rough, man. This time of year and just being sick and just working and just whatever. But I can't wait. Like I'm excited for you to go to Daytona, and I really mean this. Like the first year, I'm really upset that I'm not going.
Good. I'm glad that you feel that way because that means you're interested. And you're ready to want to do some riding. So fuck yeah. Oh yeah, let's do it.
For sure. I mean, I always got to balance the work, the money, whatever. But this is the first year. Like every other year, I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. But I used to be such a like solo rider, wanting to be alone all the time. And now like we're meeting all these people and stuff like that. And it's so much fun. I'm like, yeah, because we'll go here and we'll meet up with this guy and we'll go there and we'll meet up with this guy.
Yeah. It definitely it makes it better just to have a destination, have people to ride with. It just makes it all better all around. So
just gonna put this bug in your ear because it just popped in my head. We got to figure out Laconia because when Danny and her husband come up. Like
oh yeah,
when they're coming.
Yep. She's I'm excited. I actually just talked to her the other day. She'll be in Daytona. She sent me the dates. She's staying like 6 minutes from where I am, and I saw her one of her stories today. Her bike is going in for a little makeover. She's getting a whole new front end, all new makeover. So I'm excited to see
she's
that.
Got wheels. She's got I don't know if she got 4.2s, but she got all the internals.
Oh really?
Yeah, I saw she got a bunch of internals, and I don't think new tubes, but a new front wheel, and there was something else on there too.
Oh, don't fucking blow it, jeez.
I know.
Nice. Well, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Now I get to hang out with Brendan down there. I'm excited. I can't wait for Daytona now.
Yeah.
Freaking, yep. I mean, just this cold weather is just killing me. I need some sun. Like
it does. It sucks the life out of you.
Ugh.
I kind of like. It's weird because I kind of like. I want to think about bikes and talk about bikes, but also if I do, it makes the cold weather more unbearable.
Yeah, it's tough to get motivated. So, but tomorrow I gotta get out in the garage. I got some ideas. Like I said, for the FXR, I want to get done. I ordered a little button, like just a little tiny little button that I'm gonna have as my start button. So if I can figure out how to do the wiring, so
no wire nuts.
Oh God, no! Jesus,
no wire nuts.
No. So
all right, man.
All right, man. That was fun. We'll see you next Tuesday. But first, where are they going to find us?
They are going to find us on Instagram at the Ride Life Brian, the Ride Life Jim, and the Ride Life Podcast. And don't forget to go check out the YouTube.
Yes.
Full episodes, and Brian's posting some awesome videos.
Yep. And I got to do some more bike checks. I can't believe my Road Glide is over 3,000 views like on that bike check. It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Because the Road Glide is so popular.
But the FXR too is over 3,000. So it's like even the shovel's got some good love. But oh, dude, the shovel, it's not even orange. It's not even orange anymore. There's nothing orange on it. I
Really?
changed it all up. We'll talk about that next episode. I changed it all up. It's
Yeah, don't tell me. I'm curious, but I'll wait to find out.
yeah. So no more orange. It's purple. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all right. Listen. They say it's bad luck to have green, but I've been loving green everything lately.
Yeah. Well, do some green, gray and green. But all right, that's enough. We'll talk to you freaks later, and check us out on YouTube because you get to look at us while we talk.
All right. We'll see you next Tuesday.
All right. See you next Tuesday, bud.